Alright, trying to continue this little video series. I'm going to do 2 sections at a time here. I've done everything above the quiz. The quiz is on your own, but you can take it as many times as you want. And then I'm going to go through these two. So systems of equations with substitution. Wait, I feel like I did this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did that one already. Never mind. We're doing systems of equations with elimination. And then the elimination challenge. Alright, so elimination. This is like the dream scenario that they gave you right here. So the idea in elimination is when you add up the two equations, one of the variables goes away. And you'll notice if I add these two equations, negative 2x plus 2x just cancels. And then those give me, so if I add these two, I get 24y. If I add these two, I get 0. So I get 24y equals 0. Divide both sides by 24. Watch my sweet handwriting here. And I get that y equals 0. Then I got to find x. So you have two equations to choose from, but all you're going to do is take the y value that you found, pop it back in one of those equations in place of y, and then solve for x. So like if I take this one, I'll get 2x plus 9 times 0 equals 24. So 2x equals 24 because 9 times 0 is 0. Then if I divide that, I'll get x equals 12. So that's just a straightforward basic elimination. Here's another one. So systems of equations with elimination, that's my guess. It's probably just going to be the kind where it works out nicely. So add these two, and this time the y's will go away. Add these two, and we'll get 10x. Add these two, and we'll get 40. So divide those, and we get that x is 4. Then we got to find out what y is, so we're going to take that 4 and plug it back in either here or here, either one you want. I'm going to do it there just because the numbers are smaller. So 5y equals, plus 2 times 4 equals 58. So 5y plus 8 equals 58. So 5y equals 50. And then y equals 10. All right, so that's just a basic systems, and then systems with elimination challenge. Probably gonna have to do some multiplying here to make things match up the way we want them to. Yeah, so this is probably a more typical kind where they don't just eliminate right away, and you got to do some manipulating to make that happen. So there's a few ways. There's 2 ways you can do it. I can look at the x's, or I can look at the y's. Actually, there's multiple ways. I'm going to show you kind of the 2 easiest. So if I look at the x's, I want these to eliminate. So I need one to be, the same number, but one's positive, one's negative. So just kind of thinking through, could I turn this into, if this is a 16, this needs to be a negative 16 in order for them to cancel. So how would I do that? Well, I would multiply that entire top equation by 8, because then I'm going to write it down here, negative 16x plus 40y, and then don't forget to do 8, because you're basically distributing. So do 8 times 13 also, which is 144. And then these are the 2 equations we're working with now. And now if I add those two, the x's go away. So I get this 40y plus 3y, so 43y equals 169. Oh, this is not 144, sorry. This is 104. That makes this 129. And then if I divide by 43, I'm going to get the y equals 3. And then to find the x value, 2 ways. I could take this 3, plug it back in here, so like negative 2 times 3, so negative 6, plus 5y equals 13. Move that to the other side and work through it that way. I'm gonna find it probably the harder way, but just using it as a way to show you the other way. So let's say I want to get rid of the y's instead of the x's. If I get rid of the y's, I'll find out what x is. Well, 5 and 3 don't really match up very well together, but they do both match up with 15. So what I'm going to do is multiply this top one by 3 to turn this into a 15. So negative 6x plus 15y equals 39. And then if this is a 15y here, I need there to be a negative 15y below it, so that when I add them up, they'll go away. Okay, so what did I do to turn this into a negative 15y? Well, it was a 3y, so I must have multiplied it by negative 5. So I must do that to the other things in the equation also. So negative 80x, and then this is negative 125. And then the same idea, we've now set up the game so that one of the variables will eliminate. That's good. So negative 86x equals negative 86, so x equals 1. And there you go. So you could have, just to talk through real quick, when you knew y was 3, you could have gone up to the top, and if I plug 3 in here, I'm going to get negative 6 plus 5y oh no, I'm doing that wrong. I want to plug it in for y. So it'd be negative 2x plus 5 times 3 equals 13. So negative 2x plus 8, no, plus 15, geez, equals 13. And then we get negative 2x equals negative 2, and we get the same, we get x equals 1 that way too. So just a different way to do it. So there's 2 of each. Hopefully that helps. If I can do more, please ask.